Gents, welcome back to the channel. You know, there's something about the Sigma male that turns heads, makes people a little uneasy, and often leaves them wondering, who is this guy really? Maybe you've noticed it. People might hesitate when they talk to you, or they might act a little more cautious when you're around. You might not think much of it, but here's the truth. You're probably more intimidating than you realize. In a world where most people wear their emotions on their sleeves, constantly seek validation, and rely on others to guide them, you, as a Sigma male, stand out. You're different. You're independent, mysterious, and confident in ways that can be unsettling to those around you. And while you're not out there trying to intimidate anyone, it just happens. Today, we're going to explore 10 powerful signs that you, as a Sigma male, are sending out strong signals of intimidation without even trying. By the end of this video, you'll have a clearer understanding of how these traits impact those around you and, more importantly, how you can leverage these qualities to continue living your best, most authentic life. So, if you've ever wondered why people act a little off when you enter a room or why they seem to hang on your every word, stick around, gents, because we're about to dive in. Number 1. He's silent, but his presence is loud. Let's start with something you may have noticed: your silence. In today's world, silence is a rare commodity. Most people feel the need to fill every moment with words, noise, or chatter. But not you. As a Sigma male, you're naturally inclined to observe before you speak. You're not in a rush to throw your opinions out there or prove yourself through excessive talking. Your silence isn't passive, it's powerful. Picture this scenario. You're in a meeting or a social gathering. Everyone is contributing, talking over each other, but there you are, just sitting, observing, listening. At first, people may not even notice, but then they start to feel your presence. They wonder what you're thinking, what's going on in that sharp mind of yours. And when you finally do speak, boom, the whole room shifts. That's the power of your silence. It speaks louder than words ever could. This kind of presence can be unsettling for others. They're not used to someone who doesn't need to dominate the conversation, yet somehow still controls the room. Your silence creates a sense of mystery, and that, gents, is intimidating. Being silent isn't a sign of weakness or disinterest. It's a sign of confidence. When you choose to speak only when necessary, people know your words carry weight. Number 2. Confidence, without seeking validation. Confidence is something many people fake, but for you, gents, it's part of who you are. Unlike the masses who seek validation through likes, comments, or approval from their peers, you don't need any of that. Your confidence comes from within. You know who you are, and you're comfortable in your own skin. That kind of self-assurance is rare, and when people encounter it, they're often left feeling unsettled. Imagine this. You walk into a room full of people who are constantly checking their phones, adjusting their appearance, or looking around for approval. Meanwhile, you're just there, cool, calm, and collected. You don't need to announce your arrival or seek attention. Yet people notice you. Why? Because true confidence doesn't need to scream for recognition. It's subtle, but it's powerful. Think about the last time you were at a social event. While others were nervously trying to impress, you simply were. No need to be the loudest or the most flamboyant. That quiet, assured presence is what draws people in. And yes, it can also intimidate them because they can't quite figure out why they're so drawn to you. True confidence comes from knowing your worth without needing anyone to confirm it for you. And that, gents, makes you a force to be reckoned with. Number 3. Master of eye contact, or lack of it. Eye contact is one of those things people often overlook. But for you, gents, it's a tool, a silent form of communication that can send a powerful message. You've probably noticed that when you make eye contact, it's intense. You're not just looking at someone, you're looking into them. Your gaze has the ability to make people feel like they're being seen, really seen, and that can be unsettling. Now here's the thing, it's not just about making eye contact. Sometimes it's about strategically avoiding it. Ever been in a situation where someone is desperately trying to get your attention, but you're completely unfazed? That's another level of intimidation. When people can't read your emotions through your eyes, it creates a sense of mystery and uncertainty. Example time. Imagine being in a negotiation. The person sitting across from you is trying to gauge your reaction, trying to get a read on you. But you're calm, collected, and your eye contact is steady, just enough to make them question their position. Or maybe you glance away at the right moment, leaving them wondering what you're thinking. Either way, you've got them on edge. Eye contact is a powerful tool. Use it wisely, and you'll find that people react to you in ways they never expected. Number 4. Independence that shakes people's security. Here's something that most people will never understand: true independence. Most people are dependent on external validation, on groups, on social circles. They need a sense of belonging to feel secure. But you, gents, you've mastered the art of being alone without ever feeling lonely. Your independence isn't just physical, it's emotional, mental, and spiritual. And that can make others feel insecure around you. Let's paint a picture. While others are constantly seeking out group activities, needing to be around people to feel a sense of connection, you're perfectly content doing your own thing. Whether it's working on a project, pursuing a hobby, or just enjoying some quiet time, you don't need anyone to make you feel complete. This independence makes others question themselves. They wonder why they're not as comfortable being alone, why they need constant reassurance. And that, gents, is intimidating. Inspiring note: independence is a rare and beautiful thing in a world that constantly pushes us to be part of the crowd. Embrace it fully. Your ability to thrive alone is a superpower. Independence isn't just about being physically alone. It's about emotional and mental freedom. When you don't rely on others for your sense of worth, you become untouchable. Number 5. A man of few words. But when he speaks, it matters. Gents, ever been in a situation where everyone's talking, and it's all just noise? And then you open your mouth and say something that stops the room? That's the power of being a man of few words. While others may feel the need to talk endlessly to prove their point or assert dominance, you understand the value of silence, and more importantly, the value of well-timed words. Imagine this scenario. You're in a team meeting. People are tossing ideas around, debating back and forth, and then you speak. But when you do, it's not just to contribute for the sake of talking. It's because you have something important to say. People stop, they listen, and they remember what you said because it wasn't just fluff. It was substance. This ability to say only what needs to be said is a rare skill. And it's intimidating because people realize that when you speak, you're not doing it to fill the silence. You're doing it to make a point. And that, gents, is what makes your words carry more weight than most. In a world full of noise, your silence and your selective words are your greatest asset. When you speak, people listen. And that's a powerful form of intimidation. Number 6. You're unpredictable, and that's scary. If there's one thing that people find unsettling, it's unpredictability. Most people like to think they can predict what others will do. They rely on patterns, routines, and familiar behavior to feel safe. But as a Sigma male, you don't follow the typical script. You're unpredictable in the best possible way, and that can make others feel uneasy. One moment, you're quietly observing a situation, and the next, you're taking action in ways no one saw coming. You don't operate on anyone's timeline but your own, and that makes you a bit of a wild card. People can't figure you out, and they can't predict your next move. That unpredictability is intimidating because it keeps people on their toes, unsure of what to expect from you. Maybe at work, you're the one who doesn't follow the traditional path to success, yet you end up achieving more than your colleagues. Or in social settings, people never quite know whether you'll engage or retreat. Your ability to keep people guessing is what makes you stand out and what makes you intimidating. Predictability may be comfortable for others, but it's not your style. Embrace your unpredictability and keep people guessing. It's part of your allure as a Sigma male. Number 7. He's self-sufficient and it bothers people. Let's face it, most people are used to relying on others. Whether it's for emotional support, financial help, or even just daily companionship. They need someone else to lean on. But not you, gents. You're self-sufficient in ways that others can't even comprehend. And that makes them uncomfortable. Imagine being surrounded by people who are constantly asking for help, looking for someone to guide them, or depending on others for their happiness. Meanwhile, you're over there handling your business without needing anyone to hold your hand. Your self-sufficiency highlights their dependency, and that's why it bothers them. It makes them question why they can't stand on their own 2 feet the way you do. Think about your financial independence. While others are struggling to manage their finances or relying on external sources, you've already built a system that works for you. Or think about emotional self-sufficiency. While others need validation, you're perfectly content in your own company. That level of independence makes people uneasy because it shines a light on their own insecurities. Being self-sufficient is a rare trait. It's a strength that not everyone possesses, and that's why it's so intimidating. Your ability to rely solely on yourself is something that sets you apart. Number 8. Calm in the chaos. When the world around you is spinning out of control, most people panic. They get caught up in the chaos, losing their composure. But you're calm, collected, and in control. That calmness is something people can't quite understand, and it intimidates them. Picture this. A stressful situation at work, everyone's running around, trying to fix the problem, but you're calm. You don't let the chaos affect you. You think clearly, act decisively, and handle the situation with ease. That calmness makes people wonder, how does he do it? Why isn't he freaking out like the rest of us? Your ability to stay calm under pressure is a rare skill. It's a form of strength that others don't possess. And when people see that you're not easily rattled, it makes them feel less secure in their own reactions. They realize that while they're losing control, you're still firmly in the driver's seat. Staying calm in chaotic situations isn't just a skill, it's a superpower. And when others see that you can handle pressure with grace, it adds to your intimidating presence. And there you have it, gents, 10 powerful signs that you're more intimidating than you may realize. But here's the thing. Being intimidating doesn't mean you're trying to scare people off or dominate them. It's simply a byproduct of your strength, independence, and confidence. People aren't used to encountering someone who's so sure of himself, so comfortable in his own skin, and so unfazed by the world around him. So, the next time you notice people acting a little different around you or hesitating before they speak, just remember it's not because you're doing something wrong. It's because you're standing tall in your Sigma energy, and that's something most people can't handle. Keep being you, gents. Keep living authentically, confidently, and unapologetically. And if you're enjoying this journey of self-discovery and Sigma mastery, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the community. We've got plenty more insights, stories, and tips to help you continue living life on your terms. Having said that, thanks for watching, gents, and until next time, stay powerful.